Yo, this your boy Ace Haru. You know what I'm saying? What's up, my high value bros? Check it out. So the title of this video is Think Like a Woman, but Always Be a High Value Man, right? Now, what do I mean by that? Well, women, they have a very grandiose, inflated, entitlement type of attitude. You know what I'm saying? It's like they know that they're high value, right? Right? They know that they're high value. You see what I'm saying? They are so full of themselves. They're very narcissistic. They're very self-absorbed. They're very solipsistic. They only give a shit about themselves. And this is like the pervasive attitude that these, sexy women have, the 8, 9s, and 10s. But, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna elaborate on why they feel that way. You see what I'm saying? So let's talk about that. Now, this is not a misogynistic type channel. Like, I don't hate women. You know what I'm saying? I actually love women. You feel me? And first and foremost, I want to say that women, you know what I'm saying, on a spiritual level, they are very high value, right? Because we all come through them, right? Every man, woman, and child on this planet, all 8 billion of us or whatever, dead or alive, we came through that birth canal. We came through that woman. You feel me? So, in a spiritual level, you know what I'm saying, they're like the creators. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So that's a fact. That yoni is sacred on a spiritual level. However, on a physical level, just at face value, right? A vagina, a yoni, a pussy has no value, bro. It has no value. It only has a value that you assign to it. Now, it feels good. It's wet. It's warm. It's pleasurable. It can make you come, all that, right? But it has no value. The only way that it has some type of a monetary value is if she's selling it, or the only way it could be valuable to you is if you pimping it out, right? Like, she's selling it for you and you reaping the benefits, right? If you pimping it, now it becomes valuable, if you understand what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? But just looking at it, face value, vagina has no value. It's pleasurable. It's a privilege. That's what it is, because women are the gatekeepers of sex, right? It's a privilege. It's a benefit. You understand what I'm saying? Just like I talk about in my book. So understand that. So now, having said that, this is why these women have this entitlement and this inflated ego, narcissistic, solipsistic type attitude. And another reason why they have it is because we assign so much value to them. When I say we, I mean we as men, and I mean we as a society, especially here in America, with the type of social conditioning that we have. And what do I mean by social conditioning? Well, with TV, music, movies, magazines, that kind of thing, this whole feminism thing, and I'm not a misogynist, I'm not against women or whatnot, but you have to understand that there's a feminist type agenda, and a feminist is a woman who's pretty much like a misogynist. Those are women who hate men. You see what I'm saying? And so they have really flipped the script on how men and women operate in terms of polarity. Masculine, having a masculine frame, being about your purpose and your drive, mission, and focus, and all that, and conquering and leaving your dent in the universe, chasing excellence, all that kind of stuff, right? And feminine energy, them wanting to bond, them wanting to, bond and pair and build families and nurture and that type of shit, right? That's the polarity. If you're a real masculine man, you're gonna attract a very masculine woman. But the social conditioning through feminism came in through, TV, for example, right? Let me give you an example. I grew up watching Family Matters, right? I was a teenager, and one of the main characters of the show was Urkel. Urkel was this nerd, teenage nerd, dude. He was very in love with Laura, right? And she was the girl next door. She was really cute or whatnot. So he was in love with her. He never kissed her, never made out with her, none of that, right? And he loved the shit out of her. He had the nerd glasses, the suspenders. He walked really funny. Hi, Laura. Had this really stupid, crackly voice. Hi, Laura. He had no game, no swagger, no dress code, none of that. Flimsy, no muscles, no muscle tone, nothing, right? But he was in love with her, would give her anything she want, all of that, right? But she didn't give him the time of day. He was chasing her. She never reciprocated her. None of that. You see what I'm saying? So in her eyes, he was low value. He was a simp. He was a cuck. He was a beta male. You see what I'm saying? She didn't want him. But guess what? When he took a potion that he made, he turned into this dude named Stefan. So he went from the really geeky, you know what I'm saying, nerd, dweeb, you know, Urkel to Stefan. You know, what's up, Laura? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? He had swag. He was laid back, calm, cool, collected, self-assured, centered. You know what I'm saying? He had a nice cut. He took off the glasses. Had a nice dress code. You know what I'm saying? He swooned her. You know what I'm saying? He had that confidence. He had that masculine frame that attracts women. You know what I'm talking about? And Laura withdrew. Cause why? Because she saw him as a high value man. He had his shit together. You see what I'm saying? That's a superlative example. If y'all really young, just go look up Family Matters and look up Urkel and Stefan. You see what I'm talking about? I'm gonna give you another example, right? I used to watch The Cosby Show too, right? And there was one episode with Theo. You know what I'm saying? And Theo, I guess I think he went out on another date with some other chick, and his girlfriend Justine found out, so she dumped him. And so he was all hurt and heartbroken and shit, and you know, so he went to his dad, Bill Cosby, Heathcliff husband, and asked him like, "Hey, how do I get her back?" and all this kind of shit. And Heathcliff told him the beta simp way. He told her to beg. He told Theo to beg, like write her a letter and beg. Justine. He had Theo singing and begging to this girl. See, again, that's what beta simp cuck behavior. You see what I'm saying? So, in other words, when I say act like a woman but always be a high value man, you have to act like a woman mentally. You have to know that you're just as high value as a woman. Now, earlier in this video, I talked about how on a spiritual level that they are sacred, the womb is sacred, the vagina is sacred, it's a creator, you know, we came through, okay, yeah, right? But listen, we are just as valuable, you know what I'm saying, spiritually as well. Why? Because we are the progenitors of life. We are that spark of life. You feel me? We as men. Women need us, bro. Like without us, who's going to impregnate them? Who's going to fertilize that egg? Who's going to create families? You see what I'm saying? Being a father is just as important as a mother. Being a father is just as important as being a mother. You see what I'm saying? So on a spiritual level, we are just as valuable as men. You guys got to understand that. Let me tell you something. The highest calling of a woman is to, there's an African proverb that goes, the highest calling of a woman is to lead man to his soul so as to for him to find the source, right? In other words, this woman is so high value and spiritual that she's going to lead you to your soul, like, you know, bring you to yourself. She's going to help you become the best version that you could possibly be. Mentally, physically, spiritually, what have you. She's going to be your ultimate cheerleader. She's going to align her goals with yours. She's going to be cooperative. She's going to be submissive. She's going to adapt her mindset to your masculine frame, right? Your goals become her goals. You see what I'm saying? You guys are going to come together and build. She's there for you mentally, spiritually, you know what I'm saying, and physically. You see what I'm saying? She has the same viewpoints you have about life and religion or whatever, and politics and all that. You see what I'm saying? This is a high quality woman. This is how she's going to lead you to your soul, right? And help you stay connected to your divine source, to God, the creator, right? So I ain't trying to get to religion, but I'm just trying to tell you just how I'm just trying to show you how this goes, right? So on the same note, on a spiritual level, right? We're the progenitors of the planet, right? We fertilize, we got that spark of life. So we're just as valuable as a man. And the highest calling of a man, right, is to protect women so she can walk the earth unharmed. Right? So they need us to protect them. She needs your leadership. She needs your guidance. She needs your experience. She needs your intellect. She needs your success. She needs your mission, your purpose, your focus. She needs all that, right? Because guess what women do? high quality women, you know what I'm saying, they replicate the high value man, the alpha male, the bad boy, right? You see what I'm saying? These are the ones that they open up their legs to because of your high value. It's no different. If you look in the animal kingdom, you see what I'm saying? The female mammals or animals or whatnot, they only mate with the strongest male, right? The one who whoop ass. You know what I'm saying? Look at a lion. Those lionesses in his pride, they only fuck with him. Why? Because he get down with the get down. He got that smoke. Like, he beat down all the other lions. He get them the best territory. He provides them the best territory so they can go out and hunt and get the food and all that, right? That's what that lion does. He provides security. He protects them. And what they do in return, how do they reciprocate? Well, they give him his cubs. They give him his family. They provide his food. They bring him pleasure and so on. It's the same shit. So if you want a high quality woman, like I've been talking about, you wanna be a high value man. So think like a woman. Always be a high value man. And how do you think like a woman? Know that you have value, like I just described, right? On a spiritual level. Physically, you have value. Why? Because you're in the gym, you're in shape, you're working out, you got muscle tone or whatnot. You look good in your clothes. You got nice gear. You got a wardrobe. You got drip. You know what I'm saying? So that's high value. You smart. You're intellectual. You read. You know what I'm saying? You're knowledgeable. You're studying, right? Right? You conquering. You got ambition. You're on your mission. You getting shit done. You got a job. You got a career. You know, you're advancing in that job or career to the point where, fuck it. Now you got a business on the side. Now that business get to a point where it's so successful you can get rid of your job. Now you're a boss. Now you're a truly high value man. You got financial independence, right? Then you scale that and rock that out. You start to invest, right? Now you got real estate property. Now you got, you know, stocks. Now you got index funds. Now you got, you know, maybe you trading with Forex, you know what I'm saying, in the Forex industry, that kind of thing. Now you got that developed. Now you got that passive income. You're a high value man. You may not have it all yet, but you're working on it. This high value man is all about being a mindset. You got women out here, man. They can be like a 5 on your scale, a 6 on your scale, but she thinking that she high value just because she got a pussy. And I keep telling you guys that a pussy has really no value monetarily unless you pimping it or she's selling it or whatnot. And even if she's selling it, and if you're not getting any money, it has no value to you. You see what I'm saying? But understand that you got value. Just because they're the gatekeepers of sex, you're the gatekeepers to relationships. You're the gatekeepers to security. You're the gatekeepers to a family. This is what they want from you. This is why women are hypergamous, right? They always want to level up. They want the best man that they can possibly attract. Now, the thing about it is you have to understand that as a high value man, you are a very scarce resource because there's a lot of simps, there's a lot of cucks, there's a lot of beta males. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fuck boys out there. You know what I'm saying? These women, a lot of predatory women, you know, they take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna talk about that in a video, like the type of women to avoid. I'm gonna do that in the next video. But understand that women, they have a mindset when they first meet a dude. When you approach her or whatnot, they thinking. Let me tell you what they thinking. They're thinking, is he any good for me? Right? Who is this guy? They looking you up and down. They pre-qualifying you right there. So guess what you got to do when you meet a woman? Just because she look good, don't mean she is good, right? You know what I'm saying? A dude can meet a girl and you automatically fall in love with her. Damn, she fine as fuck. Damn, she look good or whatever. And you want to wife her up and have her kids and have her to have your kids and, you know, all that instantly. But you got to slow down. You see what I'm saying? You got to pre-qualify. You got to have the same mindset a woman has. You know, is she any good for me? Is she fun to be around? Is she cooperative? You know what I'm saying? Does she line up her goals with mine? Does she have the same viewpoints? How does she feel about politics, religion, and this, that, and the other? Do they line up with mine? Like, or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Does she have a 5-year plan? Does she have a 10-year plan? Does it line up with yours? You know what I'm talking about? Is she amicable? Is she happy to be around? Is she fun? That type of thing. You know what I mean? These are a lot of things you got to pre-qualify and consider, not just some ass, right? Now, if you're just out here casually dating, okay, whatever. But if you're looking for a girl or a wife, you know what I'm saying? If you really want a nation build and get you a family and go party and all that, these are things you got to pre-qualify these chicks with. You know what I'm talking about? So anyway, they have a mindset of like, is he any good for me? So you got to think the same way. Is she good for me? What's in it for me other than your pussy? What is she gonna bring to the table other than her pussy? Right? That's a mindset you gotta have. Just because she got a fat ass and a small waist, you know what I'm saying, juicy lips or whatnot, she look good, all that. You know how we like them, right? Whatever your attraction scale is, you know what I'm talking about. Just because she look good, is she good for you? You see what I'm saying? Because for example, when I was really younger too, right, as a kid, Looney Tunes, there used to be this skunk called Pepe Le Pew, and this nigga would see a cat, and every time the cat should be, she a female cat, and somehow some paint would get on her back, and she'll look like a skunk, and he's a skunk. And as soon as he see her, he'll run her down, grab her, and oh baby, I love you, and all this kind of stuff, and want to marry her. Nah, bro, you didn't even pre-qualify this shit. You don't even know if you like her. You know what I'm saying? So you got to see if she's good for you or whatnot. And what is she bringing to the table, bro, other than pussy? Because pussy has no value. It's just a privilege and it's pleasurable, right? But so are you, right? That rod, you know what I'm saying? That magic stick, you know what I'm saying? That meat, you know what I'm talking about? It's pleasurable to women. They get off on it too, especially if you're a high value man. You know how to do it, right? You know how to make them come. You know about the G-spot, the clitoris, you know what I'm saying? You know how to seduce them. Like, you spank them, this, that, and the other. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how to titillate their mind and create their fantasy. Like, you know what I mean? So they get off on you too. Because you're not a simp, you're not a beta cuck or whatever. So understand that. But I got an acronym for you guys. I got a whole mnemonic for you guys. It's called MEET, right? They got to meet you halfway. In other words, what is she bringing to the table? So the M in MEET is money. You got to have a woman to invest in you. That's just like I talk in my book. She's got to invest her money into you. Her money into you. You're an investment just like she is, right? So let's say if you dating a chick or whatever, you invite her out or whatnot. And notice I said the word invite. Don't ask her out. You invite her out. Asking is, it's coming from a weak position because it's a closed question. She can say no. You see what I'm saying? It's like, will you go out with me? Are you available? No, fuck that. You know what I mean? Invite her out. Hey, I'm going over here. I got plans for, a concert tonight or whatnot. Hey, I got plans to go out to get some drinks tonight. I'd like for you to attend. Are you available? You know what I'm saying? Invite her out like that. That's a big difference instead of saying, hey, will you go out with me tonight? Nah, fuck that. You invite her out. Invite women out and you tell women what you want. Tell her what you want. You see what I'm saying? Hey, I want you to come with me. Are you free? That kind of thing. Set a different time, set a different date. There you go. And get into the habit of leading women that way. Invite them to places. Tell them what you want. Tell them what you're going to do and they'll come along. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, she's got to invest her money into you, right? So, if you casually dating, you're not really taking these women out to dinner and shit like that. That's for your girlfriend and your wife. But if you just casually dating, you going out for drinks, right? You know what I'm saying? For some wine or to a Starbucks for some coffee and shit like that. But, because the whole idea is you want to get to know her and pick her brain and see if you actually like her. You're pre-qualifying her too. You're trying to see what's in it for me. But on these dates, right? First, second, third date or whatnot, she got to break bread with you, bro. She got to at least pay the tip. The second date, can she go Dutch? The third date, can she pay? Can she take you out? Have her to take you out. Have her to take you out on a date for drinks and shit like that. Or to the park or to the beach or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Hiking, rock climbing, skating, whatever the fuck it is. Have her to pay for it. Second, third date or whatnot. Not just you. It's not a unilateral thing. You see what I'm saying? It's all about reciprocation, reciprocity. You hit the ball in the net, she hit the shit back. So she got to spend her money on you. That's what I'm talking about. When a woman spends money on a man, when she starts buying you gifts, when she starts investing in you, she's going to want a return. You know what that return is? It's usually in the form of commitment. Right? All right? So the E in the meat. Right? E. She's got to put her energy into you. Right? What I mean by energy. So in the beginning, and throughout, your interaction with these women, right? You're putting out a lot of energy, right? Because you're pursuing her. And remember, high value men, we pursue women, right? We let them know that we're interested and you want them to respond to your pursuit, right? We don't chase women, we replace, but we pursue women. You show them your interest. You tell them that you're interested in them, that you and you invite them out, you seduce them, and now you guys are casually dating, or you become an item, like a couple or whatnot, or you get married or whatever if you want to do that. You see what I'm saying? That's that energy, but that energy has to be reciprocated. It's not unilateral. It's not one-sided. Fuck that. Nah, bro. You call her, she hits you up. You see what I'm saying? You text her, she texts you back, or she texts you first. And as a matter of fact, if you do this shit right, if you date a woman consistently for a week, once a week, right, and you do everything right by not being needy, clingy, jealous, over pursuing, double texting, double calling, I'm telling you shit not to do. Like, I already covered some of this in a previous video, but all that double texting, double calling shit, blowing up her phone, nah, fuck that, bro. You're a high value man. You ain't got time for that shit, bro. Why? Because you busy getting shit done. You on your mission, your purpose. You know what I'm saying? You out here dominating shit. You out here getting shit done. You know what I mean? You're leaving your mark on the universe. You're chasing excellence, right? You're purpose driven. You're on the move. You're busy. You're productive. You see what I'm saying? You don't have time to be double texting and double calling. She saw that text. She saw that call. If she don't respond, fuck it. Again, it's reciprocation. It's reciprocity. If she ghosts you, you know what I'm saying? If she try